Welcome grade 5 to the fourth video in our series about the exercises you have been doing from home and me explaining them. So I'm going to share my screen again. There you go. And we are moving on to the next exercise. So we've done nouns and now we will be looking at homophones. So you heard me referring to homophones in both the first and the second videos, where I spoke about words that sound the same but are spelled differently and also have different meanings. All right, so here was an exercise where you had to identify the correct homophone to fit into the sentence. So it's not only a homophone exercise, but also a spelling exercise and a vocabulary exercise. All right, so the king's throne was made out of solid gold. Just highlight which throne is it? It's that one. The other throne is the past tense of the word throw. So, past tense, a type of past tense. So the ball was thrown at me. All right. You also get the word through, which is a different type of past tense, but we'll get to there. We'll get to that when we get to the tenses. For now, just know that this other spelling of throw has to do with a ball or something being thrown. All right, whereas that spelling there is for the throne that a king sits on. A male deer is called a buck and the female is called a doe. So the other type of dough is the one that your mom uses when she bakes bread, that she kneads and bakes bread with, made from flour and water and mixture of ingredients, that dough. But a female deer, female buck, is a doe. All right, my parents and I are very, not clothes, but close. That should have been an easy one, hey? They don't even sound that much the same. Clothes and close. The one actually has a the sound, clothes, whereas close doesn't have that at all, doesn't have the T. I saw a girl whose hair came down to her waist. That is the middle of the body, is the waist. The other waist is when I empty the waste. It is a byproduct of something that I want to throw away, that is not needed, is waste, spelled like that with an E. I like the scent of this perfume. That is the scent, the S-C-E-N-T one is the scent, the smell, the fragrance of the perfume, whereas the other scent is the one that goes with rands and cents. It's a form of money. We use rands and cents here in South Africa. And then I wear a suit or tie for work is, of course, this one. The other one with the H has to do with a place. Where are you? Where is that? Whereas that where is what I've got on, what I'm wearing. The Eiffel Tower is a famous sight or sight. You can make an argument here for both, because the one is a sight in terms of I see it with my eyes, so it's a famous sight to go and see. And the other one, the other sight, the second one there, S-I-T-E, has to do with a location, a place. We went to the building site to go see how far they are. So both could actually be correct there. Don't know if you guys realize that. As long as you realize that those two words sound the same, but they have different meanings and they are spelled differently. Okay, girls and boys, I hope that helped. The next one, since we've got a bit of time, let's jump right onto the next exercise. Add commas to the sentences as needed. I am so sure, grade 5, that you were able to do this successfully. So let's quickly run through this. Let's buy bananas, apples, and oranges for our picnic. So, of course, whenever we have a list of things, we have to put commas in between the items in our list. Except for the last one where we have the and instead of the comma. So let's buy bananas, apples, and oranges for our picnic. So your comma was after bananas. Children, I hope you all finished your homework. So here the rule is, after you've addressed somebody, sir, ma'am, children, there's a comma, and then what follows, what you want to tell them. So children, pause, comma, I hope you all finished your homework. So if you can hear the sentence in your mind, you can actually get a very good sense of where the comma should go rule-wise even, because you can hear where there's a slight pause, where it would make sense to put a little comma, a little breath mark. Children, I hope you all finished your homework. The team is doing well, but I think they are going to lose. So there, a comma before the but, because you have two ideas that are in one sentence, but they are two separate ideas, but they are connected to one another. So we put the comma just to separate the two ideas. The team is doing well, that's one idea, but I think they are going to lose. So you're adding that second idea to the first idea, and we're doing that with a comma and the word but as a conjunction there. So you can have two simple sentences. The team is doing well, full stop. I think they are going to lose, full stop. Those are two perfectly fine, simple sentences, but then we use this word but as a conjunction. Can you remember that we spoke about that in the first term? A conjunction is a word that links two sentences like and or but or therefore. So we put the comma there in front of the conjunction. Then, yes, I agree with everything you are saying. Again, you can just think, and when you hear that sentence in your head, where would the possible pause be? Yes, I agree with everything you are saying. So it'll make sense, and that's also the rule. When you start a sentence with yes or no, then you put the comma, and then you add your reason for saying that, or then you elaborate on your yes or your no after the comma. My family is moving to Stellenbosch, Cape Town. So we put a comma between the town and the metropole, or the town and the larger city. Whenever we write an address in a line, we always put commas to indicate that these are separate areas. If I say I live in Ferndale, Brackenfell, I would also put a comma between my neighborhood, Ferndale, and my town, Brackenfell. That's also just the rule to distinguish between that these are separate areas. So Cape Town is a larger area, but Stellenbosch is a smaller area in the larger or broader Cape Town area. So we separate that with a comma. He said we are going to make it on time. Ooh, I hope you guys all were able to do this one. He said we are going to make it on time. So we put a little comma, a little breath there, where you can just take a little breath there, just a little pause before we get his direct words. We are going to make it on time. And this is always the rule whenever we have a direct quotation, that if we start it with the person who is talking, he said, she said, Peter said, I say, we always put the comma before we start. We put our quotation marks with our direct quote. Okay, girls and boys, we'll go down to proverbs, sayings, idioms in the next video. Enjoy.